like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. On first down, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Come on, let's go!
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. And a big third down conversion with a gain of 28. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw on second is Watson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. The play clock's running down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Gone. Leopard.
He'll drop to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. To throw now on 1st down. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
All right, here we go. 319.
He'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. New York set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. Good throw there to start the second possession, maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we're going to get him settled. It's not easy after you're throwing a pick 6. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with, to get him going again. And it's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
Let's go. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Let's go! Ohio!
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard, near the 48-yard line. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So that'll back him up 5. first down, they'll run it on the draw play. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Let's go!
After the interception, here's Watson. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Let's go!
From the gun, here's Watson. And an alley to run. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The second quarter score from KC. The Chiefs continue to add on. They're really rolling. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Let's
1st and 10. Watson. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The second quarter score from KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Shane Ray in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Let's go. What?
Watson off play action. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Let's go. Ohio. Flex round.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And finding the tight end Wilson. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right near the 27. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Come on, let's go. Ohio, 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 let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan, flex round. Flex round. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38. Flex round. Flex round.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Come on, let's go.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll drop to throw. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Jets on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a handoff as they run left side. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drop.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The Jets on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go! Over! Watch it now, Barney!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. So 2nd and 10 here. A shotgun snap for Watson. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And the lead is now 24. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Jets on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Charles. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Brandon, this is why play callers get the big bucks. This wasn't a 4th and inches call. You get into situations like 4th and 3, 4th and 4. You've got a tough decision to make. Very gutsy play here, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Well, they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Come on, let's round. Flex round. Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller, the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Shane Ray in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Charles. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just...